Welcome back. I'm your host, Raul Peguero, and today's episode is called 1 Year Later, the next chapter of the Brotherhood. So, what's going on, everybody, man? Listen, this is not going to be an episode of teaching, lessons, special guests. It's nothing like that, right? It's no interview. It's just me, just a conversation from the heart to you guys. So, a year later, last year, July 31st of 2025, I started the podcast, The Brotherhood. After years, I want to say after maybe 2 years prior to last year of being hinted, being nudged, been given signs, having dreams of doing a podcast and actually ignoring it for about 2 years, right? I get to finally share my 1 year anniversary. And it feels amazing, man. I have learned so much when it comes to podcasting. I've learned so much when it comes to creating outlines for the podcast, the structure, the reminders, the calendar. So much goes behind doing a podcast where for a very long time, someone who listens to podcasts, I thought it was so much more difficult than what it is. Maybe at the beginning, because you don't have the experience of you having your own, it might be a little challenging, right? But once you get used to it, once you have the way you start off your podcast, the way you end your podcast, the things that you always do on your podcast, when you have that audience that supports you all the time, and then you already know what to say and how to do it when you have a guest or when you're doing it by yourself, it definitely becomes easier. And you know why it becomes easier per se? Because it's something you enjoy, right? There's always a challenge in learning new things, but when you enjoy it, it doesn't become a job. It just flows. And one of the things that I've learned to love even more when I started doing this is that I love to share the things that I am knowledgeable on. I love to share the experiences from me, right, to the world, because this is a gift. My voice, me, I'm the gift, and I have experiences to share with the world. And it will be selfish of me, like I did for 2 years, ignoring to do a podcast, of not sharing my gifts with the world, not taking the action of what I'm passionate about, with many other things as well. Podcasting is just one of them, right? So today, I'm just grateful and sharing that gratefulness with you guys, my supporters, my listeners, the ones that have been around for since day one, right? So I want to take a moment to thank everybody, and hopefully I don't miss anyone. So I want to thank Spotify for the platform, Apple Podcast for the platform, YouTube for the platform, right? Apple, because I use a desktop from Apple to record, right? And of course, I don't want to forget the people that were guests on my podcast. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the people that listen, the people that comment, the people that leave feedback, the people that message me on Instagram, TikTok, thank you for your support. I genuinely mean that from a soul level. Like, you guys don't understand that although I started this, you guys have kept it going and been there since day one. And I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much for that support. Like, you guys don't understand how much I mean this, right? So now I want to share some stuff with you guys, like moving forward. Okay. Moving forward. So moving forward, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be using a platform called Patreon. Okay, Patreon is going to be a platform I'm going to be using going forward. Patreon allows me to create a community where I can stay in touch with the people that support, the people that listen, the people that have questions, the people that love, the people that resonates with everything that I share. In that community, we can have conversations, one-on-ones, etc. So Patreon going forward would be the platform I'm going to use in my very first episode next month is going to be used on that platform. And let me tell you guys something. For the very first time on the Brotherhood podcast, I am going to have a woman, a queen, right? A goddess on my podcast for the very first time. I don't know if you guys remember when I first launched the podcast, I said this is an open space for everyone. Obviously, the majority of people that I speak to are men, right? But I have a lot of women who listen. I have a lot of women who ask questions, probably more than the men who these messages are for. And it's okay. Their time will come, right? But my very first episode on the new platform, Patreon, is going to be a woman. And I'm excited for it because she is one of the people that I feel is the smartest person on this planet. And her mind, her thoughts, her creativity, her ideas, all of those things is something that I know I've been called to put on my podcast. And I cannot wait for men, for women to hear the next episode on my Brotherhood podcast, which again will be next month. I'll let everybody know through my social media when that's going to happen. My Instagram is Raul Peguero underscore, right? And then my TikTok is Raul Peguero underscore. It's the same name for both, right? So of course. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for this next chapter, which again is Patreon. And I cannot wait for you guys to tune in to next episode and moving forward. And like I said, the ability to be able to have a community where you guys can have me in that community where I'll be sharing things, answering questions, giving first dibs to those of you who are in the community of what's the next topic, who's the next guest, and even first dibs on the recording when it happens before it's released to everybody else. So I'm super, super, super excited to be on this platform and to share with you guys more in depth and be more having more intimate community with you guys in that platform. So why am I doing this? Some of you guys may ask, why am I doing this? And I also want to be honest with you guys, right? Creating this past podcast has never been about chasing numbers. It's never been about becoming famous. It's always been about serving, right? I love to serve. It's genuine in me, right? But serving will also require sustainability. Every episode represents hours of preparation, recording, editing, coordinating guests, learning, growing, and showing up consistently. Okay, so like I mentioned, all these things are the things that come up when I have to set up, etc. Right? So again, Spotify and Apple, who I'm so grateful for, basically caps me in the idea that I have moving forward. And that idea that I have moving forward, again, is the community. On Spotify and Apple, I don't have the opportunity in those platforms to create a community where we can constantly chat. The only option you have is to leave comments, right? Not everybody wants to leave a comment. People want to interact right away, back and forth right away, instead of waiting for a comment to be seen and then be answered. So this is the reason why I'm moving going forward to Patreon, right? It gives people who believe in this mission an opportunity to support me and the podcast directly. And that support allows me to invest even more into creating meaningful conversations, bringing on incredible guests, improving the experience, and continuing to build something that truly makes an impact. Okay? If you choose to support this mission, if you choose to support this mission, thank you. If you continue to listening whenever you can, thank you. Either way, I am grateful that you are here, right? So along the way, besides the podcast now hitting 1 year, most of you guys or some of you guys who follow me on social media know about certain things that I've created. One of those things being the Aligned Way app. It's an app where you can create a free account and you'll be able to see daily practices, quotes, etc. But in order to be a part of the community, In order to be a part of the live teaching, the courses, the daily live practices, especially the community, you have to become a member through the Aligned Way. Okay. So I'm moving the podcast to Patreon for almost basically the same thing, the community. But the Aligned Way is another way to be a part of a community, right? The Aligned Way is an app. It's a web browser app for now. It's not a downloadable app on Android or Apple just yet. Okay. So that's awesome there. As you guys know, also I make apparel. I have hats, I have shirts. Now I have a women's line with bikinis, one piece, two piece, crop top shirts, tank tops, hats as well for females, for women. And I'm just in a creative mode, a creative state. These are things that I've always loved, and I'm just following those passions, and I'm having fun and joy while while creating these things. And I love it. I love it because it does fulfill me, right? And again, this is a part of being service, right? Podcasts for me, things that I share, service, right? The Aligned Way, I created this web app, service. My apparel, service, right? My clarity session, one-on-one, sit down with me one-on-one, and we go deeper on whatever questions you have, is of service. So everything that I'm creating is of service to you, right? Those links are all on my bio, even my YouTube channel. They're all on my bio, on my Instagram, and on my TikTok. Again, at Raul Peguero _ for both handles, TikTok and IG. YouTube channel is growing. I post things there as well. My podcast will be there available when it is. But like I said, Patreon is going to be first dibs. The community on Patreon will be first dibs. I can't tell you when and where else they will be released. As of now, it's just going to be Patreon. Okay, so I'm excited for those things to share with you guys. I have something else that I'm working on, something that I'm really passionate about as well, that I can't share too much detail on because it's still in the works, right? But it's probably gonna be the biggest project I've worked on. And let me tell you, it was a little scary, only because I felt like I needed to be knowledgeable in order to do it. But when you trust yourself, and you know that everything is going to work out, and that you know that life is a lesson in itself, there's no need for you to be knowledgeable in something first. You go along with it, you act on that passion, and you learn along the way. And that's what I'm doing now. That I won't share what it is just yet, but I'm excited for that as well. And that's a huge project, right? So as you guys know, like I said, next episode is going to be phenomenal. My first guest, which will be a woman, very first time on the Brotherhood Podcast. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to for you guys to hear what we're gonna share. This is someone I deeply respect, someone I deeply love, and someone that I genuinely trust. Mind, spirit, heart, like everything. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear that. I cannot wait to record it. It's gonna be so much fun. I just know it is. So now, before I let you guys go, let's take it a step back. So 1 year anniversary, grateful, blessed. I thank everybody, every single one of you guys who supported from day one, who still support, who might not be supporting anymore. I still am grateful for you. Thank you. When it comes to supporting my merch, it comes to supporting my app, when it comes to supporting my clarity session, when it comes to supporting everything that I do, even from the book that Angie Peguero wrote, God in a Costume, that's also on my link. It's a book that I feel like you guys should most definitely take a look at, man. It's a blueprint. It's a roadmap to understanding and yourself, to remembering who you truly are. Okay, so now with that being said, I cannot wait to record the next episode starting in August. The Brotherhood Podcast with your boy Raul Peguero will be moving on to a platform called Patreon. So to everyone who has been a part of this first year, thank you. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your support. Thank you for allowing me to grow alongside you. This first year wasn't a destination, it was the foundation. And I genuinely believe the best conversations, the deepest growth, and the strongest sense of community are still ahead of us. I am honored to be walking this journey with you. And as always, thank you for tuning in with me. And always remember, come for the truth, stay for the brother.